family, friends, welcome. It's Naj with Built by Plants. I appreciate you all for taking the time to come through to learn and figure out how to reach your body goals on a plant-based diet. More specifically, how to lose your next 20 pounds with the Built by Plants Pocket Coach. All right, so this is going to be a very beginner focused live. So I want you all, if you're really in a space where you need to be losing some weight, whatever the specific reason is, whatever the goal is, I want you all to grab yourself a piece of paper, grab yourself a pen, and jot down some notes, because you're going to find some things, maybe one gem or a couple of things that's going to really help you expedite your results, all right, and actually start seeing some progress. So what I want to do is preface this and let you all know the specifics, the things that we're going to be focused on, the things that we're going to be talking about. So I also want this to be interactive. If you all have questions, y'all can ask them throughout the show. If you all have, things you want me to elaborate more on, feel free to hop in the comments and let me know. We're live on YouTube and on Facebook, the Facebook group, should I say. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Appreciate y'all for hopping in. Now, this is going to be centered around, like I said, how to lose your next 20 pounds. But it's not so much about the 20 pounds that we're concerned about. It's about improving yourself, improving your habits, improving who you are as a person. Because if you can do that, that's what's going to cause that 20 pounds to be lost. All right, and I'll explain what I mean by that as we go on. So, like I said, if you're just coming in, grab a pen, grab some paper, and we about to get it rolling. Or if you got your phone, if you got your notes up, go ahead and grab that, because it's going to be something in here that you're going to be able to really, it's going to open up some things for you. You're going to realize why you may have not reached your goal up until this point. Okay, now it's going to be 4 things that you need to keep in mind as we go into this, right? 4 things that's going to cause you to actually see your results. That first one, mindset. All right, these all are going to sound cliche. These are all going to be things you've heard before, but I'm going to break it down from a different perspective, and I'm also going to give you the insights on what I mean specifically, because I don't like the little buzzwords. I don't like when people just throw out, words and they don't elaborate on what they mean. I like things to be practical. Okay, I want you to be able to take what I'm giving and apply it. So we got 4 main areas. We're going to focus on mindset, plan of action, systems, and support. All right, and with support, that breaks down to accountability and community. All right, so jot that down if you have your paper and your pen out. Mindset, plan of action, systems, and support. This is what you're going to need to lose your next 20 pounds, but also to keep going, because maybe you have more than 20 pounds to lose, right? Maybe you have 50, 75. Maybe you don't have that much. Maybe you have 10 pounds, or you need to lose the next 5 pounds to see your abs. Regardless of where you are, right? Even if you need to gain some weight, maybe you're underweight. Regardless of where you are, these are going to be the 4 components that's going to help you get there, right? You can use these components and apply it to any goal that you're trying to go after. All right, mindset, plan of action, systems, and support, community, accountability. All of those are under support. All right, and I'm gonna be looking up here so I can make sure that I'm not skipping over things, because I want to touch on all of these components. All right, all of these components that I have written down. Now we're gonna start off with the fat loss piece. When it comes to fat loss, I'm about to get this out the way really fast. All right, when it comes to fat loss, and I'm going to be I'm going to be overgeneralizing, all right, because there are some more specifics, but you can take these and you can apply them and start losing weight literally this week. It's Sunday, which is the perfect time. All right, so Monday you can take everything I'm saying, apply it, and I guarantee you that, let's say you 300 pounds, 250 pounds, maybe you're 50 pounds overweight, by this upcoming Friday, right, you're going to be able to lose maybe roughly about 4 pounds or so. Right now, don't hold me to that. You got to do everything correctly, but if you take what I'm saying, you will be able to do so. When it comes to fat loss, it's all about the amount of calories that you're consuming. Okay, there's other factors. I'm completely aware there's other factors that goes into it, but I will elaborate on some of those. Right, maybe it's hormones, or maybe it's activity levels. There's a lot of other things as well. But for the majority of the population, the majority of the world, or shall I say at least the United States specifically, We're in a space where we're over consuming the amount of food that we're taking in. We're eating way too much food, right? Whether that's the processed foods, whether that's restaurant foods and those type of things. When we eat those foods, we don't know what they're putting in there. We don't know how many calories they're putting in those foods, right? Because those foods are designed to taste great. When you go into the restaurant, their goal is not to say, hey, you trying to lose 20 pounds, right? All right, give me specifically how many calories you're taking in. How many did you eat today so far? All right, I'm gonna make sure that your burger only has 350 calories, all right? And I'm gonna make sure I don't use any, like, that's not their goal. Their goal is to make the food taste as great as possible so they can get the best review, so you can come back and you can tell your friends. So they're gonna make sure that that food is amazing. They're gonna make sure that that food is on point. And when you do so, when food tastes really good, right, when it's really flavorful, usually it's pretty high in carbs and fats. Carbs and fats together, they combine for a vicious combination. And it's going to make you enjoy that food very much so, specifically like the oils and things like that. So you can go to the restaurant and you can easily eat a burger that's 1,000 calories, 1,200 calories, easily. It's very simple to do so. When you're at the restaurants, you can easily eat a slice of pizza that's 500 to 700 calories. It's so simple, right? The problem is, on top of that, it's not even that filling. Sometimes it don't even fill you up. Sometimes it just makes you want more of that food, right? So the first thing we have to keep in mind is we probably should start cooking a little bit more. What's up, CC? What's going on? I'm gonna highlight some of the comments as y'all coming in. Oh, we got my sister in here. What's up, Janae? So keep in mind, calories are first. You need to know how many calories you're putting into your body on a daily basis. And take this serious, because you may have heard this before, you may have seen it on Instagram, you may have seen people talk about it on YouTube, but jot this down. How many calories am I eating on a daily basis? And I'm gonna tell you how to find out how many calories you should be eating, as well as how many calories that you have been eating by tracking them, right? And we're gonna make tracking as simple as possible so that you don't feel overwhelmed, because that's part of the reason why people fail as well. They feel overwhelmed, right? So let's talk about that. When you're eating on a daily basis, you want to first figure out what's the best schedule for me. What does my lifestyle look like? Do I go to work in the morning? Do I work overnight? Right? What are the things that's happening throughout my day on a daily basis that I need to keep in mind when I'm designing my way of eating, right? How many breaks do I have throughout the day while I'm working? These are the things that you need to know so you can design your meals around them. Because I know specifically when I used to work, I'm from Chicago. I used to work for Chicago Public Schools, right, for a period of time, in my early 20s. And I know that I had a lunch break and I had like a 15-minute break or so, right? So as soon as my break comes, I'm trying to figure out what I can eat so I can make sure that I get out the door, go get my food, come back, eat real quick, and then get back to work. And it's a very short period of time. So, one second, why do people want to call while I'm on live? Get out of here. So it's a very short period of time that people have while they're at work to be able to make food decisions, right? That's usually why we turn to going to get the fast food, right? That's usually why we turn to getting something quick just so we can get in our system and feel full and then get back to doing what we're doing. And this is also the reason why we can't lose weight. So I want you to figure out what are those openings that you have throughout the day to eat, and what style of eating works best for you and your lifestyle. My mama in here. What's up, mama? What are the best ways of eating that works for you and your lifestyle? Do you like to eat in the morning? Do you like breakfast, right? Do you enjoy waking up and having food the first thing in the morning? If you do, you should take note of that. Don't fight against it. It's not that that's bad, right? Just write that down. I like to eat first thing in the morning. Are you a type of person that don't like to eat in the morning? Do you like to have your first meal around lunchtime? That's cool too. As long as you can stay consistent with whatever pattern, because we want this to be our system. We want this to be our method and our way of eating. So write this down. What are those time periods that I enjoy eating? What are those time periods that I can see myself eating consistently at for the rest of my life? And it doesn't have to be for the rest of your life. You can adjust as you go on, but at least for this period of time where you're trying to lose your next 20 pounds. So if you want to eat in the morning, breakfast, what time? Write it down. Be specific with it. I'm going to eat breakfast at 7 a.m. every day because I know I have about 10 minutes where I can make my shake before I get out the door and then got to be at work, right? Now, what's next? Lunchtime. What time can I eat consistently? Well, I have my lunch break at 12:30 every single day, so I'm going to make sure that I can eat at 12:30 and I'm already packed my meal, right? I'm already packed my meal so that it's ready to go. So I don't have to spend any willpower while I'm at work trying to figure out what I'm going to eat. Because when we try to depend on willpower, that's when we end up making bad decisions. You want to be prepared, all right? And then lunch, well, not lunch, I'm sorry, then dinner. What about dinner? What time can you stay consistent with eating dinner, right? Well, I know I got to deal with traffic when I get off of work. So from 5 to 5:45, whenever I'll be in traffic, I can get home and make my dinner, and I can do that every night by 7 p.m. So 7 p.m. is your dinner time. We're going to stick with those times, 7 a.m., 12:30 p.m. for lunch, and then dinner at 7, right? And we can stay consistent with that, and those are going to be our periods of times where we know we're going to be eating. So now we're not thinking about when am I going to eat my food. I know when I'm going to have it. Now we're going to line up how many calories we're eating throughout the day. Now this is going to vary from person to person. Everybody's going to be eating different amount of calories. Nobody's going to be eating the same because we all have different lifestyles. Some people may deliver mail for work, right? So they on their feet all day long from the time they wake up to the time that they get off. They're walking, right? Some people are sitting down at a desk job and they're doing what I'm doing right now. They're either talking or they're answering the phone or something like that, and this is their lifestyle every single day. They're very sedentary. Do you think those two people should be taking in the same amount of energy throughout the day? One person is burning calories all day long by walking around. The other person is sitting. They're not moving at all unless they get up to go for a break or something. Different amounts of calories. So let's figure out, let's backtrack actually. I want to break down what is a calorie because I said I want this to be beginner focused. What is a calorie? A calorie, and again, we're keeping this very basic and generic so that you all can understand, so this can be global to everybody. I won't get into those very specifics as far as like the heat and all that stuff. A calorie is just a way to measure how much energy is in food. All right, because food is energy. When we eat food, the reason why we're eating food is not because it tastes good. That's a byproduct of food. We're eating food for the fuel. We're eating food for what it has, and the nutrients within it, the calories and the vitamins and the minerals and those type of things. And we need that to survive, right? And each of those food choices that we make, they have different amounts of energy in them. Some are more calorically dense, right? Have more calories in them, right? Even foods in the same food category, like fruit. Avocado has a lot more calories than a melon, right? Those are two different levels of energy and two different purposes. One has more carbs, one has more fats. So we need to know how many calories are in these food choices that we're making, so that way we know we're not over consuming the calories that we're taking in. So calories, write it down, is just a way of measuring the energy that is in the amounts of foods that we're eating. And simply put, when we eat too many calories, it makes us store extra body fat. All right. If you can reach down and grab your stomach and you can actually squeeze it, that means you have too much energy on your body, right? That means that you have taken in too much energy from the food that you put into your body. And guess what? The thing that's most valuable, the best thing about being a person, a human being, is we can change that. We're not locked into the bodies that we currently have, right? Whether it's good or bad, you may have the body that you already want right now. That don't mean you're going to keep it forever, because things change. Same thing if you don't have the body that you want. If you feel a little bit too overweight, right? We have some more people coming in. What's up? I think it's Rural. I forgot. Oh my bad, man. And then we got T in the building. What's up, T? So keep in mind, you need to be aware of these calories. You need to be aware of these choices. So every time that you're eating food, you should be thinking, how many calories are in this food that I'm about to eat right now, right? How many calories are in this banana? How many calories are in this sandwich? And when you're buying packaged foods, turn it around. Look at the nutrition facts. Be aware. Don't just consume things and think about how it tastes, because that's where we fall short. If you're eating for taste, then you're making the wrong decision already if you're trying to lose weight, all right? You want to be eating specifically for your goals. which is fat loss. So I'm going to give you all a free resource to figure out how many calories you should be taking in. All right. It's a calorie calculator. And when you put in your age, your height, your weight, your gender, your activity levels throughout the day, and then you choose your goal, which is weight loss, it's going to give you the amount of calories that you should be taking in to start seeing some weight loss. Now, the thing about calories, as you start to lose weight, the amount of calories that you need to take in to continue to lose weight adjusts, right? It may vary, and we'll get there. We won't go that far yet. All right. So write that down. First thing, be aware of the calories you're taking in. That's going to be the number one reason for whether you gain weight or you lose weight or you maintain your weight, your calories, regardless of what type of diet you're doing. I don't care if you're doing keto. I don't care if you're doing high carb, low carb, whatever type of diet you're doing a juice fast, whatever it is you're doing, they all work specifically because of the same reason. They put you in a calorie deficit. And a calorie deficit, if you don't know already, or if you don't understand what it is, write it down. A calorie deficit is just consuming fewer calories than your body needs to maintain its current weight. Consuming fewer calories than your body needs to maintain its current weight. So where you are right now, in order to lose weight, you need to either consume fewer calories or burn off more calories, right? It's all about energy balance. Energy balance is the name of the game. All right. And I have a video on the channel about energy balance that I did. It was actually inside the Pocket Coach on our Sunday calls, but I put it on the channel. It's about energy balance and goes more in depth about that. Right. So y'all can check the channel for that if you want more information about that. So that's the first piece. Figuring out how many calories you're taking in. And I want you, I'm spending a lot of time on this because this is the whole game right here. If y'all don't get nothing else from this live, that's what you need to focus on. Now the next piece, what's the next piece of it? Tracking those calories. Because you can think you're in a caloric deficit and not be in one, right? You can be saying, okay, well, I'm only eating this amount of calories, but you're not really weighing it out. You don't really know how many calories are in that food that you're making, that food that you're eating, should I say. And if you're trying to eyeball and you haven't spent a period of time where you're tracking your calories and you understand, for example, like avocado, 50 grams of avocado is 80 calories, right? 100 grams of avocado is 160 calories. The reason why I know that is because I spent a period of time tracking my calories and I'm aware. I can remember now. I'm at a point where I can eyeball and I know the main foods that I'm eating consistently. And I've learned how many calories are in the portion sizes of those foods. And I remember now, right? So now I don't have to weigh as much, although I still do like tracking my calories and weighing it out. But I don't have to because I understand what I need to be eating, how many I need to be eating in order to stick to my goals. So I want you all to spend a dedicated amount of time to grabbing a food scale. If you don't have one, buy one. Please go to Amazon, download the Amazon app, type in food scale, buy one that's like 4 stars and up. And the first thing I want you to do is to put whatever food that you're about to eat. Let's just say it's some rice that's made. Let's say it's some beans. It's your protein, whatever it is. Weigh it out. Put it on the food scale and it's going to give you a number. We measure everything in grams. And I hope y'all are writing what I'm saying down. All right. We measure everything out in grams because it's the most consistent measurement across all of them. All right. Everything you can weigh out, everything in grams to get the correct amount. Somebody's on Facebook, they say, hey, Najee, I'm not exactly sure who that is because it won't show the name from Facebook. It only shows the usernames on YouTube. So whoever it is, say your name in the chat. And then we have Jay. I think that's how you say your name. I like the profile pic. So weigh everything out in grams. All right. So let's just say, for example, I don't got no food up in here. But let's just say it's a banana. All right. You take however much you're going to have. Let's just say you break the banana in half and you put it on the food scale. It's going to give you a number. Let's say it's 50 grams, right? 50 grams of a banana. Then once you put 50 grams of a banana into a, let's just say like MyFitnessPal or something like that. And we have our own tracking app. When you put 50 grams of banana into whatever app you're using to track it, it's going to give you a calorie amount. It's going to let you know how many calories that 50 grams of bananas is, right? So what you're gonna do, and let's just say 50 grams of banana is probably roughly like about 55 calories, 55 to 60 calories, right? And I know this because I track it. I spent a period of time where I track my foods and I understand the amounts off the top of my head. And you can do the same exact thing. I am not special. I have not always been in shape my whole life. I didn't get really in shape until like my mid-20s when I started taking it more serious. And I spent the time to learn the stuff that I'm telling y'all now. And y'all can do the same exact thing, right? I wasn't born with a six-pack. Put that amount of food, the 50 grams of banana or whatever you're eating, into the tracker, and it's going to give you a calorie amount, right? So let's just say you use the calorie calculator, right? And your amount of calories that you should be eating per day to start losing weight, let's just say is 1900 calories per day. That's how many calories you should start eating. You want to know your calories for the day, and you want to know your protein intake. Don't worry about the carbs. Don't worry about the fat. They're going to figure themselves out based off of the foods that you're eating. They're going to vary. When it comes to fat loss, calories first, then protein. Those are the two most important things that you should be worried about. All right. Don't worry about the carbs or the fats because they're going to fluctuate. Some days, if you're eating more nuts, the calories are going to be higher. Well, yeah, you're going to be eating higher fats. Some days, if you're eating more rice or potatoes, the calories are going to be higher in carbs, right? But carbs aren't going to make you fat. They will not make you fat, nor will fat make you fat. Too many calories on a daily basis. Over consuming your calories is what's making you fat. All right. It's what's making us gain weight. And it's not something that we have to stress about. We just have to be aware, okay, well, if I'm gaining weight right now, I'm just taking in too many calories. Let me start tracking. Let me start paying attention to what I'm putting into my body. And if you can take the time to seriously do what I'm saying, start tomorrow. Don't wait until next week. Don't wait until midweek. Start tomorrow. It's Monday. Y'all like to start stuff on Monday, so go ahead and start tomorrow, right? Just start by. Don't even worry about figuring out how many calories you're taking in or how many you should be. Just start. Grab your food scale and start whatever you're going to eat that day. Weigh it out and put it into a tracker, a food tracker. MyFitnessPal will do for now. All right. Once you do that, you'll start seeing. Okay, well, this is how many calories I'm eating. I'm eating this for lunch. Oh man, my lunch was 800 calories. Okay, cool. Oh snap, I had 1400 calories for dinner. That's why I can't lose weight. My dinner was 1400 calories. My lunch was 800. My breakfast was 500. Plus I had some snacks. I've been snacking on chips and I've been snacking on, walnuts and trail mix, thinking that it's healthy. Another point, health, right? Eating healthy is not the same as eating for fat loss. You can be eating healthy and still be gaining weight. They are not the same. They are two completely different things. They can be parallel. You can be doing both at the same time, but they are not synonymous. All right? Just because you're eating something that you think is healthy, you can eat a salad and still be gaining weight, right? You could be eating a salad for lunch and a salad for dinner and still be gaining weight. If you have too many high calorie options on that salad. If you got a whole bunch of salad dressing, you got a whole bunch of seeds on there, you got a whole bunch of nuts, you got a whole bunch of, whatever other toppings, the croutons, whatever you call those things, all that stuff, you could be eating 2,000 calorie salads by the end of it, right? And just because we start to think that it's healthy, right? Because it's a salad. But at the end of the day, the salad is not what's going to determine if we lose weight or not. It's about the calories that are in there. A salad can be 2,000 calories or it can be 200 calories, right? So that's why you need to start tracking. Make the effort. I hope I hammered in on that. If y'all understood what I said, just drop a 1 in the chat and let me know, okay? I want to spend a good amount of time focused on that because that's the number one most important thing. And it's not just about lowering your calories. It's going to also be about what I'm about to talk about next, which is increasing your activity. Okay? A lot of us aren't active enough. A lot of us depend on trying to just lose weight by eating less, right? And it's so easy to overeat. Like we have the most powerful tool that we've ever had in our lifetime right here accessible today. So we can order whatever it is that we want to order. We got Grubhub, we got Uber Eats, we got what are those other apps? Instacart. And we can order anything in the world, right? There's never been a time in our lives, or our parents' life, or our grandparents' life, or their parents' life, where you can just pick something up, press a couple buttons, and have a peach cobbler, topped with ice cream and banana pudding and cookies and chips on the side. It's too easy to do that. We have convenience, right? And it's beneficial from the perspective of people that may be handicapped and, you know, people that don't have access to certain things, right? But it's too easy for us to access things that we shouldn't have access to consistently, right? We're living in a time where we can eat whatever it is that we want, and there's no real restrictions on it, right? It's not like someone's guarding us and saying, okay, you've reached your amount of calories for the day, now you can't order anything else or you can't eat anything else. There's nobody stopping us from waking up at 1 a.m. and going to the kitchen and eating what we want, right? Nobody's actually paying attention to that. It's too accessible, right? So the next thing I want to talk about is our activity levels. Like how much more challenging are you making your daily activities? This is one thing I always tell all of our Pocket Coach members and our coaching clients. Whenever you can, use it as an opportunity to get more steps in, right? Walk more throughout the day. Figure out ways to make things harder on yourself. If you've ever been around me, or if you ever drove in a car with me, or you ever, seen me, one thing you will know is I always, whenever I'm going out and I'm driving, I'm going to the grocery store or whatever, like if somebody in the car with me, they literally get mad because I parked to the back of the grocery store. I always park to the back of the grocery store. Now there's two reasons for that. One reason is because every time I leave out the grocery store, I never know where I park. And I know if I just walk straight to the back, ain't nobody gonna be back there but me. That's one reason. But the other reason is you're getting in more steps. Take advantage of the things that you're doing every day that you will still have to do regardless if you were doing it for exercise or not, right? Regardless, if you need to lose weight, you will still be going to the grocery store and walking. So just make it a little bit harder so that you have to burn a few more calories, because all of those calories at the end of the day are going to add up, right? All of those calories. And I want to talk about NEAT as well. Now write down the acronym NEAT. NEAT. And that stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. All right. It's just a fancy way of saying all the activities that you're doing outside of the gym. Everything that you're doing outside of the gym that doesn't count as exercise. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Right. And that just means being able to take advantage of moving, walking, as opposed to taking the elevator, take the stairs, as opposed to driving everywhere, maybe ride your bike or go for a walk or whatever it may be. Find ways to make the daily activities more challenging, which causes you to burn more calories. And guess what happens when you're burning more calories throughout the day? Guess what happens when you're making things more harder and you're burning an extra 200 calories or extra 300 calories? You don't have to lower your calories as much with your diet, right? You can eat a little bit more food when you are moving more and you're getting more activity in. So your calories don't have to be as low. That's non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And I want you to actively think about this throughout the day. How can I make things a little bit more challenging, right? Not like you're trying to beat yourself up, but just do things more manually. Because we're always burning calories. All throughout the day, we're burning calories. Like what I'm doing right now, by me having this conversation with you all, by me moving my mouth, by me blinking, moving my hands, this is burning calories, right? It takes calories. I like to think of calories as like money, the equivalent to like money, right? It takes money to be able to do certain things. Well, it's the same thing as calories, right? I have to pay with calories in order to move my body, right? I'm essentially paying for this by burning calories. So I want you to think of how can you burn more calories and move more, right? How can you pay for that? And essentially that's going to equate to you expending more calories, right? Or spending more calories. So try to bring that little connotation or that connection in your head. Every time I'm moving more throughout the day, I'm burning more calories, which gives me a little bit more opportunity to eat a little bit more food. So my deficit don't have to be as low once I start dieting. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Move more throughout the day. Figure out ways for you to move more that don't require a lot of, what's the best way to put it? It doesn't require a lot of effort. Whatever you're going to do anyways, just do the same thing, just make it harder, right? If you're going to go upstairs as opposed to taking that elevator or escalator or whatever, take the stairs. Move more, okay? Now let me get back on track. and see where we at next. Next, now that we have our calories, we know how many calories we should be taking in. Now that we are tracking our calories, right? We're figuring out how many calories we're eating and we're keeping track of that so we're not in a deficit. You want to develop some go-to meals. You want to develop some meals that you can eat consistently on a daily basis, all right? When it comes to fat loss, boring is better. I know a lot of us like to eat a lot of different meals. A lot of us like to experiment and have different meals every day. Actually, I have a client that's with BBP. His name Derek. I'm sure he don't mind me sharing. He loves different varieties of foods, right? That's just how he has like a lot of travel experience. And he traveled across the world and going to different countries and stuff and different cultures, and he's tried out lots of different foods, which now in his day-to-day life, he just likes to eat different varieties of different meals, different foods, and that works for him because he can stick with that, right? He can be consistent, and he really can. Like, he's disciplined, and he actually sticks with it. And he's like the one person, I had to say, like, that 99% and then a 1%, like he's that 1% that can actually stick to something like that. But the majority of us can't do that, right? The majority of us, we may not have the schedule, we may not have the time, we may not have, the resources, finances, obviously, because it costs more to eat a lot of variety of meals. So what I want you to do is figure out what are the top 4 meals that you can eat and put into rotation to eat consistently so you can start seeing some weight loss. Figure out those 4 meals. I love burrito bowls. Those are my thing, right? Those burrito bowls, I can eat those every single day. Same kind of like Chipotle, right? You ever been to Chipotle and got a burrito bowl? The beautiful thing about burrito bowls, it's a simple thing that you can make. It don't require much time, much effort, and you can actually rotate out those individual foods that's in there, right? Sunday spinach, you may have, asparagus or something like that. Instead of rice, maybe you have potatoes. You can rotate the individual ingredients, but they're simple to make, right? And then I also have tacos. Just because I'm dieting don't mean I can't still eat those foods that I love. And that's one of the things that we teach inside the Built by Plants Pocket Coach. You don't have to give up the foods that you love in order to lose weight. But you should keep it simple. You shouldn't be swapping out and trying to figure out what do I feel like eating today. That shouldn't be a thought in your mind. You shouldn't have enough time to be saying what do I have a taste for today. If you're asking yourself what you have a taste for today and you're trying to lose weight, you're asking yourself the wrong question. All right? Unless you're already at your body goals. Unless you're already at a weight that you're satisfied with. It shouldn't be what do I have a taste for today. All right? You should have a plan of action. You should have some meals, a menu of options of meals that you can eat consistently to help you reach that goal. Because I'll be honest, and I say this all the time, and this is actually what helped me get to my goal weight. If I'm constantly trying to figure out what I like and what tastes good to me and trying to eat for taste all the time, and I'm overweight as well, I probably spent enough time eating all the foods that I wanted to. I probably spent too much time eating all the delicious meals and things like that. I need to now change my mindset and stop focusing on what I want to eat, because I probably have been eating what I want to eat the majority of my life, which has gotten me to where I'm at right now, where I need to lose some weight. All right, so let's prioritize what matters for this period of time to get to a healthy, beneficial, and satisfying weight where you feel comfortable and you feel motivated and you feel good about yourself, right? And then you can start incorporating some of those questions. So I'm not saying that you can't eat what you don't like or you can't eat what you like. You can. But it shouldn't be an everyday thing where you're trying to figure out what do I have a taste for. You should know what you're going to eat. You should have a menu for meals that you're going to eat that fit within your calories, that you've weighed out, that you've tried, that you like, that you can stay consistent with, and that you can eat consistently so you can reach that actual goal. That's the biggest thing, okay? Don't worry about variety. Don't worry about all that stuff. Like, view this as a mission. If you really need to lose 20 pounds or more, view this as something that you're going after with everything that you got. Because I know that everybody that's watching this is not your first time trying to reach this goal, right? You've probably been trying for some time. You've probably been trying for a good amount of time to finally lose that extra 20 pounds, right? And I've helped a lot of our clients do so. I've helped a lot of our clients go from where they currently are to where they want to be. And the number one thing that helped them do that is not focus on what I have a taste for, what do I like to eat. And they all eat what they like to eat still, but it's not the question on a daily basis. As a matter of fact, I want to give you all some real insight right fast. Let me pull up the average age of all of my clients is around like 54 to like 60. That's the average age. I have a lot of clients in their 40s, some in their 30s. But I want to show you all, because we have this mindset that we can't change after a certain age, or we're going to be in the same state, right? It's going to be harder for us to lose weight. Well, I have a client that I want you all, and this is just off the cuff. Let me see. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna show you all something. I got something for y'all. Okay. Now he's a little. He can be a little. What's the word? Crabby from time to time. Go see if he's gonna pick up for us. Hopefully y'all can hear this. Let's see if he picks up. He might be in a crabby mood. Go ahead, pick up. Alright, it's probably too impromptu for him. He'll call back. So I have a client named T-Bone. All right, T-Bone said that's what his homies call him. That's what everybody call him. So he told me to call it T-Bone. Like, all right, T-Bone. T-Bone is 64. T-Bone is 64, and he's been working with me for a month and a half. He started like mid-April, right? T-Bone started mid-April, and he came to me because he wanted to lose about 20 pounds or so. And he's been trying for a minute. And he's seen some success, but he didn't really understand why he was losing weight. I wish he would have picked up. He'll probably call back though, because he'll talk about it. And one thing that he did was he realized that he's been trying for so long and he needed some help with this, right? So everything that I laid out for him, he followed it to a T. And it's everything I'm telling y'all right now, right? And I'm telling y'all for free. But the difference is he did everything that I told him, and he realized, and he wasn't vegan. He wasn't vegan when he came to me. He was trying to transition. He's now vegan, and again, he changed at 64 years old, and he's from Chicago. I know a lot of y'all, my mom's on, my sister and them on. T-Bone's from Chicago. He's actually still living in Chicago. I talked to him yesterday. That's probably why he didn't pick up the phone, because we already had our check-in call yesterday. So we're like, why are you calling me again? He's 64 years old, from Chicago, eats seafood, eats everything, right? And now he's completely vegan. And the difference is, he's 64. He was, I think, like about 217, April 17th. He's now 199. Right, so that's almost, it's about 18 pounds of fat loss. Now let me tell you something more specifically. It's not about him losing 18 pounds. I texted him the other day and I said, T-Bone, when is the last time that you've been under 200 pounds? Do you know what T-Bone told me? T-Bone told me the last time I asked him the last year. He said the last year he was under 200 pounds was in 1992. 1992. Now, for context, I'm 33 years old. I was 2 years old in 1992. So, purpose of saying that is, the information I'm telling you all, I want you all to take it serious. Because if you actually utilize what I'm saying, this can be you too. All right? Something that always helps me, regardless if it's weight goals, regardless if it's losing muscle, building fat, regardless if it's accomplished something outside of the gym and life in general, is whenever I see somebody that has what I want, I don't view it as a jealousy thing. I don't view it as a envy thing or a hating on somebody thing. I view it as that means me too. So if they have something that I want, or they look a certain way that I want, that means me too. That means I can accomplish the same thing, right? They just may know something that I don't currently right now. And I'm giving you what I gave him, which is the information and the application to be able to reach your goals, all right? So take what I'm saying and take it serious. And if you do so, you can do the same exact thing. He hasn't been under 200 pounds since 1992. It's 2023. That's 31 years. It's been 31 years since he's been under 200 pounds, right? So keep that in mind. I think Raul, I hope I'm saying your name right. Let me know if I am. He said, wow, that's what I say as well. At 59, it's hard to change. I get it. I 100% get it. We build habits, we build routines, we build, systems, we build a lifestyle, and it's all around whatever we have going on a day-to-day basis, right? But if you think of it from the perspective of, let's just say you got a job, you start a new job tomorrow. Could you not learn how to perform that job within a week, 2 weeks, a month or so? Right? We're adjustable and adaptable human beings. Like, that's what we're here for. We adapt to our environment. We adapt to our circumstances, our situations, right? You can adapt to a different diet. You can adapt to a different way of eating. Like, nothing is too hard. It's all about the mindset. And remember, at the start of this, the number one thing that I said, it was going to be about 4 principles, right? 4 principles that we're going to keep in mind. The first is your mindset. The second is the plan of action. The third is the system. And then the fourth is kind of like 3 in 1, which is support, accountability, and community, right? So those are going to be those guiding points. So let's move on to the next thing. Now that we have our go-to meals and we have our go-to foods, we need some sort of accountability. We need some sort of structure or guidance that's going to help us stay the course, right? Because losing 20 pounds is cool. If you got 50 pounds to lose, then you need a little bit more than just losing that 20 pounds. And the same, what you're doing at 20 pounds, when you lose that 20 pounds, it's going to be harder and it's going to be different to lose that next 20 pounds, right? You're going to be in a different state. And if you haven't lost 20 pounds in a while, right, and you haven't maintained that in a while, you need to learn the behaviors that it takes to get to that next level, right? So what I want to talk about next is the system that you all need, the structure that you need in order to put these things into place, okay? I want to give you all, and everybody that's on the call, you're in for a treat because you all are getting a discount, right, to the Built by Plants Pocket Coach. You're getting a special offer to the Built by Plants Pocket Coach, which is our online membership platform, all right? And not just membership platform, it's a community, and it's a growing community. And it's going to have all of those tools that you need, all of the structure, all of the nutrition courses, and so on and so forth that's going to help you reach those goals. And I want to go over that with you all. So this is the inside of the account right here. Let me see if I can put in my info right fast. As a matter of fact, let me log out. And I'm going to log back in. And again, what I'm saying right now, you can do this regardless if you have the Pocket Coach or not. The Pocket Coach just makes it much easier, right? You don't have to do a lot of guessing. Now, what I want you all to do is go to builtbyplants.io, all right? builtbyplants.io, and you can sign up for the Pocket Coach. Let me put in my info. All right. There we go. Let me see if I remember the password. This is just a test account that I'm trying to log into, so let's see if that works. Okay, there we go. All right. There we go. So this is the dashboard of the Built by Plants Pocket Coach. All right. And as you can see, that first picture out there, that's one of my kid pics when I was younger. All right. So this is the app right here, and this is where all of our members are. So the number one thing that I think is going to be most beneficial to you all is everything that we just talked about. So we're going to start off with learning how many calories you need to start reaching your goals and start making some progress towards your goals. And if I scroll down, we'll go over some of those other things too. But if I scroll down, we'll come right here and we'll see the calorie calculator. All right. So once I load up the calorie calculator, you'll see a video of me right there explaining it. But then if I scroll down, you'll see where it gives you that information, or it asks you for the information that you need. So it's going to ask about your gender. It's going to ask about your age, your height, your weight, and then you move on to the next step. All right, let's just say, let's just go with the woman. Let's just say 50. Let's say 5'5". Let's say 200 pounds. Okay. From there, it asks you about your activity levels. Okay. So do you exercise 1 to 2 times per week, 1 to 3 times per week? Then you'll put light, moderate, active. So it just depends on what you're doing on a daily basis. All right. And how many times you're working out. It does this, and then you pick your goal. Step 3. Let's just say weight loss. Right. Once you select weight loss and then you go to the next step, then it's going to give you the amount of calories you should start consuming so you can see some progress. So you can start seeing some weight loss. All right. So look at this. 1,678 calories. All right. And then the protein, 126 grams of protein. Now you don't have to consume, or should I say, you don't have to focus on the carbs and the fats. Like I said, ignore those. Just the protein and the calories for the day, right? In order of importance, the calories are number 1, protein number 2. Once you have those calories, and again, I want you all to go to builtbyplants.io. I'll drop it in the chat for you all. Let's see. SCP. builtbyplants.io. I just dropped the link in the chat. Tap on that link, sign up for the Pocket Coach. We have some of our Pocket Coach members inside of the chat. If you're a Pocket Coach member, you're still in the chat, tell the good people about the Pocket Coach. Tell them your favorite feature or what you like. That's number 1. Now check it out. Once you have those calories, now you can start taking some action, because that was the number 1 thing I said. Find your calories, right? Now let me show you some of the cool things that you can do. At the very bottom next to the home button, we have what we call the virtual kitchen. All right. Now the virtual kitchen is designed with all of the recipes, all of the meals that we have, all of the different high protein, low calorie meals that's going to help you reach your body goals. All right. So you can see at the top, it says vanilla protein pancakes, pineapple fried rice, creamy veggie chicken sandwich, like lots of flavorful meals, vegan beef tacos, chicken salads, pizza pasta kebabs. We have lots of different dishes that you can have throughout the week that you can choose from. And all of these meals, all of these dishes have the calories that are mapped out for you. So you don't have to do any thinking. You don't have to come up with your own meals. You can literally grab one of these meals and put it into your meal plan. I'm going to show you the meal planner. Let's just say I want to have pizza, the thin crust pizza. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this up, and I'm going to show you all how you can add it to your grocery list. Or not your grocery list, I'm sorry, but you will get a grocery list inside of this. All right. So if I tap on read more, what it's going to do is going to show me everything that I need to know to make this meal. So this whole pizza right here, 470 calories. Now you all know a regular slice of pizza, one slice, it's about 500. Well, maybe you don't know, but it's about 500 to 600 calories, the average slice, right? I designed these meals so that they can fit your actual calorie count for the day, and so you can still eat good and eat good tasting foods. All right. You can see the ingredients down there. You can see the instructions on how to make it and the video that shows you how to make it. Now, let's say I like this. Let's say I'm making this for 2 people, right? Maybe you have a spouse and you want to make it for both of you all, or you have kids. You got 2 kids and you're cooking for you. You see right here where it says ingredients. If I tap on 2 times, look at the ingredients. They just adjusted for 2 people. So now I know exactly how much I need to make. If I tap on 3 times, it adjusts for 3 people. And then I can go right into it and put it back on 1. I can go right back up here, add to collection, and I can put it on my meal plan. Let's say I want to eat this on Monday for dinner. Boom, it's on my meal plan. Now let me show you all the meal plans. The meal plans help you stay structured. Remember when I said that you want to have a group of foods, some go-to foods that you're eating on a day-to-day basis? This is how you do that. My meal plan. This is built out for every single day of the week. Monday, you can see what you're eating on Monday, and it have the calories at the bottom. Tuesday, you can see everything that you're eating, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Calories are going to be at the bottom. Wednesday, Thursday, so on and so forth, for every single day of the week, Saturday. And this stops you from having to think, right? And when I say think, obviously you still have to think, but it stops you from having to use so much willpower to figure out what you're going to eat on a day-to-day basis, because it's already organized for you. And guess what? I know for every day of the week, I need to stay at 1,678 calories, right? Because I already used the calorie calculator. And the calorie calculator said I need 1,678 calories to start losing some weight, to start making progress and losing my next 20 pounds. Well, now I know how many calories I need to take in. I can build my meal plan to make sure that I stick within that amount of calories. So you don't have to design your own meals. You don't have to figure out everything. It's already built out for you. Let's say I want to pick my lunch now since I already have my dinner. I can tap on add item and I can say salad. Now watch, it's going to pull up the options of salads. Let's say I want the vegan bomb protein salad. All right. It added it there for me. So now I know how many calories I'm taking in for lunch and how many for dinner. I can come back and I can add my breakfast. Let's say I want a smoothie. I want a green smoothie. There we go. I want a green smoothie for breakfast. Look at that. And at the bottom, it's automatically populating the calories for the day. You don't have to think about none of this. All you have to do is know how many calories you're taking in and start adding items from the virtual kitchen that you want to start trying, right? And you can have different items throughout the day if you want to, or throughout the week if you want to. But boring is better. For weight loss, boring is better. It's easier to stick with, cheaper grocery list. You don't have to make a bunch of meals. Oh, here we go. Look at T. T in here. T said, the Pocket Coach makes life easy. I love the virtual kitchen. T has been with us. T, you don't mind me saying your age. You said your age on the YouTube live that we did not too long ago. I believe T says she's 56. I believe she says she's 56. I can't remember specifically. I don't know why I'm losing it. But T has been a Pocket Coach member since last August, and she's seen all the different iterations of it, or at least from the last, almost year or so. And T did our New Year challenge, and with our New Year challenge, she dominated. Okay, y'all probably seen her before and after pictures because we did a whole live with her. But she made some amazing progress. T is 57. Okay, my bad, T. Yeah, so she has a Pocket Coach. She's been a member. She's been coming to our Sunday sessions and so on and so forth. So it's Monday, right? Now I have my calories for Monday. Now I know, look, I'm supposed to have 1,678 calories. I'm only at 1,058 calories so far with 93 grams of protein. So what does that mean? That means I can now come in here and I can add a snack in, or a couple of snacks if I want to. Let's say I want the bell pepper snacks. I used to make these back in Chicago. I made them for my mom a couple of times, and then we all started eating them quite a bit. Bell pepper salad. So that's pretty low in calories, right? And I bet I still have some calories left over. I probably have like an extra 300 calories after that, right? Almost 400 calories left still. So you can play around with different meals and you can eat more food, right? This is essentially 3 meals and a snack, and I still have calories left over. So you don't have to do any of the thinking. Now, if I come up here to the top, what you will need to know next, let's just say, because I didn't build out the rest of the week, but let's just say I did. What you will need to know next is, what are you going to buy? Where are you going to buy these foods so you can make everything? The grocery list. Right up here at the top under my meal plan, that little shopping cart to the top right, if I tap on that, it's going to take me to generate my grocery list. If I tap on select all and I tap on the shopping icon one more time, it's going to automatically generate the grocery list for me, right? So now I don't have to spend any time trying to guess what I'm doing in the grocery store. I can be as efficient as possible, and I can go in the grocery store, grab exactly what I need, the amounts that I need, and get out. And not have to waste time or overspend because I'm planned ahead of time. I have my list right here. I know what I need to buy. If I need to buy something online, for example, like the BBP protein powder, there's a link so I can just go right there inside the app and purchase it. Same thing for everything else, right? My seasonings, everything that I need, right? And you can adjust some of the stuff on there if you want to change it up. If you don't like tomatoes, you can replace it. If you don't like almond milk, you can replace it with a different type. But everything is organized. Everything is structured so you don't have to do any extra thinking. It's all designed to help you just take action. It's going to give you your calories. It's going to let you build a meal plan. If you don't want to build the meal plan, we can do it for you, right? We have an option where you can purchase a custom meal plan from us, and I'll take your calories. I'll figure it out once you fill out a form, and I'll design your meal plan that's built around the calories you need so that you can start seeing some progress with your goals, right? Now, that's just part of it. The thing that a lot of people love about the Pocket Coach is the courses. These are all the different courses we have. We have mindset courses specifically, nutrition courses, right? And I talk about a lot. I have a video up in there and a course that talks about how to do vegan meal prep. Same thing for how to use MyFitnessPal. Lots of different things that's going to help you and educate you on what you should be doing. Same thing for training plans. At-home bodyweight workout programs like the Body Rebuild. That's going to help you reach your body goals by helping you burn more calories and get your workouts in on a weekly basis. We have gym programs, tons of different things that's going to help you be more efficient. Now, the newest feature and the newest addition to the Pocket Coach is the community aspect, all right? I actually dropped this in the community a little while ago that was going live. But all of our Pocket Coach members, we hold ourselves accountable by posting what we're doing. We post our food inside the Pocket Coach. We have a very niche community of people that have similar and like-minded goals, right? People that want to reach their body goals, people that want to get healthier, people that want to be surrounded around other people that are on the same mission. We all want to reach out, want to lose weight, build muscle, all of those things. So we stay motivated by posting what we're doing on a consistent basis. This is Jeremy. He's one of our, we call it the BBP Prestigious members, which is our one-on-one clients. And those are the clients that are doing our one-on-one program, right? And if we scroll down, Yessie, she just joined a little bit earlier to the Pocket Coach. Jeremy has been on fire. We're posting all of his foods. This is T right here. T made was it the fluffy vegan pancakes or the vanilla protein pancakes? One of them from the virtual kitchen. We got different type of pancakes in there. But she made this morning from the virtual kitchen, right? So you're in a community of people that are actually doing what we're talking about right now. And you're not leaving this up to hope. You're not leaving this up to yourself to think that, okay, well, I'm going to just start working out and eating a little bit better and see what happens. When you're in a community of people that's on the same path and you can log in and see other people that are posting things specifically that are carried around what you're trying to do, it makes you be more accountable. It makes you make those right decisions as opposed to veering off, right? And you can see this is T-Bone right here, actually. You can see out there it says Thornton. I should blow his phone up. That's the first time he ever picked up for me. So this is when he was in North Carolina. This is Raina. Raina made a big old salad the other day. So this is a vegan protein cookie that T posted. So basically the whole goal, the whole idea of this is to be in a community of people that are on the same path. This gives you that extra layer of accountability, right? Because you can set a goal. Y'all can get motivated right now. Y'all can get excited about what you're going to do. You know, you learned about calories today. You learned about, protein, that you should begin your protein intake in. You learned about building a meal plan, having a go-to menu of foods, right? Having the right mindset, all those type of things. But what's going to happen on Friday evening, right? When you get stressed out from work and you had a long day and then you go out to dinner and you overeat your calories and then you wake up the next day and you're feeling bad about it because you're a little bit heavier on the scale, and now you're like, well, I might as well just start again on Monday, and then you overeat Saturday night and now it's Sunday, which is probably the state that you're in right now, which is why you're watching this video, because you overate today as well and you said you're going to start tomorrow, but you don't got no accountability. You don't got nobody that's actually there that's making sure that you're good, right? Every Sunday, we had a little bit earlier today, with me, Tisha was on a call and we were just checking in with each other, giving each other some feedback, giving some accountability, right? And we was in a support group. Every single Sunday, all the Pocket Coach members have the ability to hop on a Sunday Zoom call with me, right? And we talk. Sometimes we're cooking in the kitchen. Sometimes we're making new meals. Sometimes we're experimenting with certain things, right? We're in the kitchen freestyling, and I give you the grocery list and we all hop on a Zoom call and we're cooking good food. We're doing cool things like that. And this is what's keeping you consistent. When you have a community and people that you can depend on, that's going to help you stay on point, it's going to make it a lot easier and it's going to make it a lot more enjoyable. And you're not going to give up as quick as you would if you were trying to do it by yourself, right? So if you haven't already, go to builtbyplants.io and sign up for the Pocket Coach. You get a $1 trial for 7 days, okay? $1 trial for 7 days. After that, it's just $27 per month, and you get access to the Pocket Coach. You get access to me every single Sunday. You can hop on a Zoom call with us. You can ask me whatever questions that you want specific to your situation, right? And it's a great time. You have access to all of the courses, everything that you need in the palm of your hand. Remember what I said about convenience? The ability to post, talk about what you're going through. You know, if you need some help, some accountability, our members are here and we're ready to help. Actually, T was just on the Sunday call a little bit earlier today, right? And we was talking about her situation and some of her goals, and you know, some things that she wants to accomplish next. And we discussed it, right? We discussed what she was saying, gave her a plan of action. We have a plan of action for this upcoming week about a new diet that we're about to start that she's super excited about. She wanted to start today, tomorrow, but I got to write out for her. And we work with each other to help you reach your goals, right? And you have this at the palm of your hand. You don't try to figure this stuff out for your entire life, right? It's never too late to ask for help. It's never too late to reach your body goals. I'm going to pop off for this for a second. If it lets me, can I? There we go. It's never too late to reach your body goals. I don't care how many times you tried. If you have the ability to wake up in the morning and you can move around and you can walk and you can talk, right? And you can still go to the grocery store and buy some stuff, you can change your physique. At minimum, you can improve what it looks like right now and how it feels, right? We're not stagnant. We're not stuck where we are. As I just mentioned in the chat, T just said she's 57, right? And she made a crazy transformation earlier this year. I should pull up the picture, her transformation. I don't know if I have it accessible real quick, but she made a crazy transformation earlier this year, right? And that happened by being in the community. Every single Sunday during that New Year challenge that we did, we were on a Zoom call, right? We were working together, we were prepping, we were doing the things that keep us connected to the goal. And if you're not attached to the goal, if you're just trying to accomplish it by yourself, I'm not saying that you can't accomplish it by yourself, but 9 times out of 10 you're watching this specific live because you haven't been able to accomplish it by yourself. So I highly recommend investing the $27 per month to get access to all the nutrition courses, because if I'm being honest, those courses can cost a whole lot more than $27 per month. That's inside there. I could sell each one of those individually for $200, $300 plus some. But I don't care as much about like selling them individually and making money from a whole bunch of them. I want you to have access to everything you need within one app, which is why I built the community inside there, which is why I built the meal plans and the different recipes, and why Raina makes the different recipes that she makes to make them taste good, right? Because I have a habit of just making things that fit my macros, fit my calories, and then say add a little bit of sauce in there and you're good. But she designs them and she makes them taste really, really delicious. If you ever hear any of her food, you probably agree. So that's the overall objective. Find a community that you can get involved with and get active, ask questions, right? At minimum, just be a part of it. Just watch. Let me see. Candy size. Interesting. I'm not sure exactly. Somebody just text. Huh. My bad, y'all. I don't know what that's about. Okay, I think Raul was trying to sign up for the Pocket Coach. He had just sent over a message. Let's see. Kendra, what's up, Kendra? Where you been at? Kendra has a whole, I'm sorry, I know I'm all over the place, but I ain't seen some of y'all in a long time. Kendra has a whole backyard full of plants that she's growing, right? She got all type of stuff. She got the collard greens and stuff back there. She back there whipping it up. She needs to be a Pocket Coach member. Why you not in the Pocket Coach, Kendra? So that's the goal. I want y'all to be a part of this community. I want to help you all reach your body goals. And like I said, every single Sunday we hop on Zoom calls. You can ask me all the questions that you want. You can ask about whatever your specifics may be, right? And I'm gonna give you the guidance that you need, give you the support that you need. And like I said, it's just $27 per month. You get access to all of it. It's an app that you can download. There's an Android version, there's an Apple version, and you get access to all the different type of foods. You know, we have taco recipes, cookies, all different type of things. Kendra said, wait, somebody said they're coming back. I'm not exactly sure what it is. You gotta say your name if you're in the Facebook group because for whatever reason. Oh wait, they said Kendra's name. I don't know why they didn't say this person's name. Sometimes it just show up as Facebook user, but you get to be a part of that community, right? You get to be a part of a place where it's constantly growing. The Pocket Coach didn't look nothing like this 2 years ago. It was just a membership app, but now we have an actual built-in community. We have a social media platform inside of there where people can actually post their recipes, post their meals and things like that. There's something else that I want to show you inside of here. Let me share my screen again. Let's see here. Where are we? So in addition to the social media aspect, and again, this is more so better than social media because you get a lot of inspiration off of social media, but this is catered specifically towards people that have the same goal of reaching their body goals, right? Let me go back over here. I forgot to show you all this. You have the ability to check in, right, and see your progress, see how better your body is improving. If I scroll, there's a lot that I didn't show you actually. So let's just say right here, the weekly check-in. If I tap on that, this is going to pull up the ability for me to post my before pic and check in every single Friday or Saturday so I can see how my body is progressing on a week-to-week basis. All right. I forgot I put this in there. So let's just say this is your starting point. All right. Let's say this is your starting point on June 9th, right? Every time, every Friday or every Saturday you come up in here, you can actually tap on the plus sign. You can come in and update where you are. So let's say from tomorrow to this upcoming Friday, let's say you lose 2 pounds, which is very possible. You come in, you upload your new weights, you upload your new progress pics right there. It gives you the ability to post them right there, and you save the entry. And when you upload those progress pics, on the right hand side where this guy putting his hands on his head, it's going to update that picture. And you'll be able to see how your body's changing on a week-to-week basis consistently. All right, it's going to show you how you're adjusting. And the reason why you want to see how your body's changing is because it's going to hold you accountable. When you know you got to check in on Friday or Saturday morning, you're probably not going to be as wild with your food as you would have been if you didn't have to look at yourself. Which brings up another topic I want to talk about. Can you cooperate? All right. So when you are ignoring how your body look, when you don't look in the mirror, when you refuse to view yourself, when you don't grab your stomach, right? As much as you say you want to lose it, you probably won't ever lose it, right? Because you're essentially hiding yourself from yourself. And this is something that I used to do all the time. When I didn't know what I was doing, when I didn't know how to lose weight, I did want to lose it, but I didn't know how, and I wasn't really putting that much energy into it. I was completely just trying to avoid looking in the mirror. I was trying to ignore how I looked, right? I wasn't thinking about it on a week-to-week basis. I was trying to act as if it wasn't there because you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with looking upset and being, borderline disgusted because what you're doing every single day is contributing to building this physique that you have, right? Whatever physique that you have right now is based off of your habits. It's based off of every single little action that you take every single day. Whatever you put in your mouth today, it's 8:11 right now. CST, maybe 9 EST or 6 PST. Whatever you put in your body today, it's going to determine what it's going to look like tomorrow and what it's going to look like a week from today. And I want y'all to think about that every single day. If y'all still got that pencil and paper down, think about that. Whatever decisions you make food-wise and drink-wise, whatever decision that you make, it's going to determine how you're going to look tomorrow and a week from today. So every time you pick up food and you put in your mouth, you should be saying, is this worth it right now? Right? Is this worth me, or not just worth it, because you can't be making good decisions. But at the same time, if you have a goal, if you're trying to lose 40 pounds, like I said, 20 pounds, but you have more than that, like pay attention to those little decisions because they matter. All of them matter. Every calorie matter, right? All calories matter. I should put that on a shirt. All calories matter and they all add up, right? And that's for better or for worse. That don't necessarily mean that I'm talking decisions today. That's going to determine how you look tomorrow and a week from, a week from today, right? And I want y'all to also think, don't beat yourself up completely when you do mess up. You have to forgive yourself for messing up. This isn't to say you should feel miserable and be upset and depressed about the decisions that you've made. Recognize them and realize that we're just people, right? We're people when we make decisions. They say when you know better, you do better. I don't believe that. When you know better, you have the ability to do better, but you still have to make the decision if you want to do better, right? A lot of us knew what we was doing before we did something that was bad, right? We knew we probably shouldn't have ate that whole pizza because it wasn't beneficial. It's not going to help us get a six-pack, but we still did it, right? So I want y'all to do better by being aware of those decisions that you're doing, right? But like I said, don't beat yourself up if you have made bad decisions, because one burger isn't going to make you gain 20 pounds, right? The same way that one salad isn't going to make you lose 20 pounds. It's not about the one decision that you make or take. It's about the actions and the habits and how consistently you do what you're doing, right? Are you doing it on a weekly, day to day, month to month basis? That's what matters, the consistency. Don't go eat good for a day and look in the mirror and wonder why your stomach's still there. You've been eating a certain way for 10 years. It's not going to disappear in 10 days, right? You've been in a calorie deficit for 10 hours. And you wonder why you got a six-pack yet. It takes time. But if you stick with the process and you're doing the right things consistently, because you can think that you're doing the right thing and you're not really doing what you should be doing. There's a difference. You could think that you're making progress, but that don't mean that you actually are. So when you have the right resources and the right knowledge and information and you're taking the right actions, right, and you're eating better and you actually are working out in addition to that, you're focusing on putting on muscle, which is weightlifting, so to speak, or at least moving your body in a position so that you can be capable of weightlifting eventually, it's going to help you reach that body goal. Okay, so I hope I gave you all some actionable steps, some things that you can actually take action on today that's going to help you make progress. Raul, I see that you text me. I'm sorry, 1 second. I see that you text me about the Pocket Coach. It should let you join if you go to builtbyplants.io and tap on that link. It's going to give you the checkout. If you're seeing this and you're watching, I'm just dropping the link again for you all. Well, I'm sending it to Raul right now, but I'm about to drop it again for you all. Builtbyplants.io. Sign up for the Pocket Coach. Like I said, it's going to be the best $27 investment that you take. You can try it for $1 for 7 days. Cancel if you don't want to be a part of it. That's your choice. I don't care. Don't say I didn't try to help. And it's going to help you make some progress. Seriously, though. I'm going to give you the resources you need. Ask anybody that's in the Pocket Coach. If you all are watching from the Facebook group, there's Pocket Coach members inside of there. Ask them about it, all right? And it's not the same that it was 2 years ago. When it was 2 years ago, it was just a membership. It just had courses. So much more now. And literally, you don't have to go anywhere else to learn anything. It got everything that you need inside of there, right? And if it doesn't right now, I will build it. And let me drop the link again. It's builtbyplants.io. Sign up for a $1 trial for 7 days. Let me see. Let me know if that link works. It's 1 second, y'all. All right. Yeah, so go ahead and give it a try. Sign up for it. Try, man. And if you all have questions, if y'all have requests, ask questions. Y'all have any questions? Is there anything I didn't cover? Y'all have anything that y'all want to know? Whatever it may be, now's the time. Whatever your questions y'all have, fat loss related, nutrition related, training related, life balance related, whatever it may be, y'all can ask questions, interact, whatever y'all have for me. I am here to answer and help. I hope this was valuable for y'all. I hope y'all walked away with some information. And again, I did keep this basic because I said I want this to be the first video that you all take in for how to start losing weight and how to lose your first 20 pounds. And if you're overweight, you have a lot of weight to lose, I'm telling you, if you take these steps that I gave you today, figure out what those starting calories are, right? Use the calorie calculator, figure that out. Then go ahead and start tracking your calories. Figure out how many calories you're eating based off of the foods that you're eating right now. And if you can't track your calories, if you're eating things that don't allow you to track your calories, like fast food, then you probably shouldn't be eating that, especially if you're trying to lose weight. And then go ahead and start building a go-to meal plan, right? Go ahead and start building out a plan of meals that you can eat consistently that are designed around the calories that you need to be taking in so you can stay within your calorie deficit. I'm telling you, if you just start there, you're going to be able to lose your next 20 pounds, especially if you're obese. The more you weigh, the easier it actually is to lose weight, right? It's more so when you start losing weight, the more challenging it becomes to lose weight, right? So take these, and again, if you haven't been dieting for a period of time, it's been a while, you definitely going to lose weight. Just start doing what I'm telling you right now, being aware of the calories you're taking in. At minimum, just know that even if you don't take action on any of this, just know the reason why you're still not at the ideal weights or nowhere close is because of the calorie consumption, or you're just not moving enough, right? You need to be burning off more calories, right? And there's other things that play a role as well. It's not just calories. I understand that. It's stress levels, right? If you're highly stressed out and you're on edge all the time, you're not really focused or able to concentrate as much, you got things like cortisol, and your hormones may be wiring and firing like crazy, especially if you're not training and working out, right? Because when it comes to body fat, our bodies are designed to hold on to fat. I'm not sure if y'all know that or not. Like, the reason why it's so easy for us to gain weight, you ever thought about that? Like, the reason why we're able to gain bellies and arm fats and face fat, leg fat and all that stuff, like, our bodies are designed to store and hold on to the extra calories, those extra energies that we put in our body through calories to hold on to the extra fat. It stores it in case of a drought of food, right? For periods of famine is what they call it, periods of times where we won't have accessible food, right? And due to it storing it, the more that we eat, the more calories that we eat, if we're over consuming those calories and we're not burning them off, we're not moving a lot, that extra stored energy, the extra energy that we are putting into our bodies is going to be stored as fat. So when you combine that with working out, weight training, building muscle, and especially for ladies, well, for guys and ladies, but especially for you all that may be concerned about, looking a certain way or not wanting to be too bulky, that's not going to happen. One, the people that you see that are highly jacked, that are women, that are highly, strong and, muscular, one, they've been training for years. They've been training for years and years and years. Even if they have been training for years, though, they probably have the genetics for it. Maybe their parents worked out and trained, or were bodybuilders, or their grandparents, whatever it may be. And two, the other reason is they're probably on steroids, right? They're probably on PEDs, performance enhancement drugs, and you're probably not doing that, right? So you're not going to have to worry about looking, too manly, so as we type. I think we, at this point of life in 2023, we should know that you're not really going to get bulky by working out or training or anything like that, right? But what it will happen is it will help you look more shapely. It will help you look more curvy, because muscle is what is actually causing our bodies to look shapely, right? When we build muscle, for guys, when you have a bigger back, it actually makes us look more attractive when you have more muscle, because it gives shape to your physique. You have a bigger back, bigger upper body, upper chest, right? Bigger neck, thicker neck, those type of things. That comes from muscle. And same thing for ladies. A bigger lower body, thicker legs, right? A bigger butt, like those type of things. Slimmer waist. That comes from training and working out. Now, in order to reveal it, in order to see the shape, that comes from dieting. You have to get your diet on point. You have to be in a calorie deficit if you weigh too much right now. Right, but we also have to be real with ourselves and recognize that, okay, well, maybe I am just consuming too many calories, right? Maybe I should start working out a little bit more. And when you do, the other side effect of building muscle is you can actually eat more food, because calories, muscle actually burns off more calories than fat, right? Muscle is very expensive, put it that way. Muscle is very expensive calorie-wise. It requires a lot of calories to hold on to muscle. So when you have more muscle on your body, you're able to burn off more calories. So you can essentially eat a little bit more, right? So these are just some of the benefits and the quote unquote side effects of building your physique up. Not only will it allow you to look better and perform better and feel better, have better health, right? Make your joints feel better as you get older, and not have all those aches and things like that as we age. Because essentially, the older that we get, we're performing less optimally, right? We're essentially fighting decline. But when you start weight training, when you move your body more, when you start focusing on building muscle, it's reversing our age technically. You can feel younger than you feel right now whatever age you are, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, right? We should be working out until the day that we're no longer here, because it has age reversing properties. The stronger you are, the more fit you are, the better you can perform on a day-to-day basis in life, with work, with your kids, whatever it may be, right? Even just getting in the car and getting out the car, waking up and getting out the bed. The smallest tasks are enhanced, and you get better at them by getting stronger, having more muscle. So I hope this helped. I hope this was valuable to you all. Hopefully I shared a little bit of information that can change your perspective and help with you reaching your body goals, losing your next 20 pounds, and learn how to do so in a quick way with the Pocket Coach. I want you all to join. I want you all to give it a try. And if you all need your meal plan designed for you, you don't want to go through the work of putting it all in there. Like I said, there's an option on the next page where you can have me design it for you. And like I said, you can start seeing weight loss this upcoming week. Like, it don't take long to lose weight. It don't take long at all to lose 20 pounds. You've probably been trying to lose 20 pounds this whole entire year, and we're halfway through it. We're halfway through the whole year. Y'all know that, right? Over halfway. It's June 11th. That's halfway through the year. And you've been trying to lose 20 pounds for this whole year. And I was just brought out, I wish T-Bone would answer the phone. As I just brought out, T-Bone is 64 years old. He signed up with me April 17th. And has already lost 18 pounds. And as I said, he's 64. He hasn't been in under 200 pounds since 1992. And now he is, right? It's been 31 pounds since he's been under 200 pounds. 31 years since he's been under 200 pounds. And now he's under that. I'm gonna get him on a call. I'm going to get him on YouTube Live next time. I'm going to try to get him on here and talk a little bit about his experience. I'm going to send him a long message for not picking up the phone for me. Yeah, but hopefully, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and go on with the rest of your nights, your evenings. It's still daylight out here. I'm in Dallas. I'm in Texas. I'm thinking that it's nighttime. It's the sun still out. Yeah, so y'all go ahead and enjoy. Join the Pocket Coach. Get a dollar trial, right? BuiltByPlans.io. The link is right there in the chat. Sign up for it. Join the community. Right, and there's a whole introduction process. You're going to receive a text message thread. You're going to receive emails. It's going to walk you through the whole process, and I will welcome you into the community, and our members will welcome you, and we're going to help you reach your body goals. Hop on the Sunday calls with us. If you joined earlier today, you could have been on the call with us earlier today, and we could have put a plan of actions together for you. But you got it now, right? You got the information now, right? And it's not, when you know, it's not when you know better, you do better. It's when you know better, you know how to do better, and you can do better. But now that you know better, if you don't do better, that's your problem, right? So you have to live with that. Now that you have the information, you got to take action on it. Hope that was helpful. Y'all enjoy the rest of your nights. I'm about to, I need to work out actually. Y'all enjoy the rest of your nights. I will catch y'all next time. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I'll catch y'all next time later on during the week. Peace.